This recipe uses a wide range of ingredients and can take some time to prepare. To create a sukiyaki cordial, you need to combine sugar and soy sauce. The dish features a number of vegetables as well as silky tofu and a selection of fresh noodles. We also use thin slices of premium beef. As an accompaniment, you'll need an egg for your dipping sauce and some fragrant rice. Before we begin to prepare a traditional Japanese Sukiyaki Nabe, first we must cook some rice. We're using a rice cooker to cook about 2 cups of rice. Remember to wash the rice before you cook it in order to remove any starch and then drain off the water. Place 3 cups of water into the rice cooker and get your rice going. An important ingredient in this hot pot is a diluted mix of sukiyaki sauce. Pour 400 grams of sugar into a large saucepan along with 700 ml of soy sauce. Light your stove and continue to stir the contents with a wooden spoon until the sugar dissolves completely, then allow to simmer.
Okay, so while we're waiting for that to come to a boil, we're just going to quickly prepare the vegetables to put into the hot pot, and then once the sauce comes to a boil, we'll switch it off and have it ready to pour in.
First, take a medium onion and slice it in half and then into slivers like so. Now, line the base of a flat cast iron saucepan with a little oil and heat it. We are using a traditional sukiyaki pot. Place the onions into the pot, but do not spread them out. Take a bunch of spring onion, remove their heads and cut them into thirds. Add these to the onion. Next, take a few Chinese cabbage leaves, slice them in half and place these into the pan. This recipe also includes noodles. We are using udon and vermicelli. Both are fresh and ready to go. Add a handful of bean sprouts and a few chunks of tofu. And don't forget a Japanese favorite, shiitake mushrooms.
Okay, so these shiitake mushrooms are commonly found in your local Asian grocery, but they often come dry. So what I've done is I've soaked these for about 10 minutes in some warm water, and that makes it nice and soft. And we're just going to chop these stems off and cut them into bite-sized pieces.
Once you've removed the stems, chop the mushrooms in half and add them to the pot with the other ingredients. Garnishing with a couple of slices of carrot will add a little colour to the dish and finish it off perfectly. Before we cook the vegetables, we need to dilute the sauce we prepared earlier. To do this, simply mix 300 ml of sauce with half a litre of water. Place your index finger into the middle of the ingredients and then pour the sauce up to about here. Heat the pan to a medium heat. As they simmer, turn each of the vegetables, ensuring that they all cook evenly. A set of chopsticks is the perfect tool for the job. Finally, we add a few very fine slices of premium beef to the hot pot. The meat will not take long to cook in the hot liquid. The vegetables are cooked once they've reduced in size. This traditional hot pot is usually accompanied by an egg dipping sauce. This is cooked simply by adding some of the sukiyaki sauce from the pot. So there we have a traditional Japanese hot pot with plain boiled rice and egg dipping sauce. Nowhere would you see a meal that is as delicious to eat, as healthy for the body, or as pleasing to the eye.